Hey, I'm Will,
I'm Stephanie.
and this is how we started dating. So in the last video, we talked about how we met, and Stephanie's gonna kind of get you up to speed on where we left off.
So basically where we left off is I went back to Florida for 2 weeks to pack everything up, and we were like texting every single day. We had FaceTimed each other, and then there was like one day where he didn't text me and I was really sad. And I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't like me. And then I like messaged him. I was a little scared too, but I finally messaged him and I didn't see him respond. So I was like crying on the way to church. I was like, oh man. But then I saw his response and I was like, oh, maybe he does like me, but I wasn't sure.
Yes, so I wasn't sure also. Wasn't sure if she liked me. I mean, I liked her, but I wasn't sure and I didn't want to chance it. So I told my brother, he was in the youth, I was like, hey, tell the youth that you're going to eat with College and Career, we're gonna go eat with the youth after church. So that was the week she came back. So she was gone for 2 weeks and she came back and I was like, hey Stephanie, like the day before, I was like, hey Stephanie, we're gonna go eat College and Career and Youth. Do you wanna come with us after? So she was like, yeah, sure, like I'll go eat with y'all. Justin, get in the back. And so she got in the front and we talked. It was kind of awkward because he was like, so I've not been here in like forever, so like, are y'all dating or something? And I was like, Justin, shut up. You're ruining this.
Yeah, and then what was really weird is Aaliyah, the same girl in the last video that said, are you gonna kiss? Asked me while I was sitting on the bench, we were talking, and she's like, I do not know what you see in him. And I was like, oh no.
So yeah, Aaliyah, she just says anything. But she said that and we're like, oh. So we both didn't know this at the time, but we both were like, oh no, this is gonna make it awkward between us. So we ate, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, we ate, we sat by each other, and just gonna say, it was kind of weird. I was like, wait, what? Oh, excuse me. Bird. But she ordered fried cauliflower wings, and I was like, huh? So I've got her to start eating meat, steak, and bacon, and burgers. But she wasn't a vegetarian or vegan when she came up here. She was in the past.
Yeah. So I had like just started to eat like fish and chicken in the last few months. So like I still don't really eat a lot of meat. So I just like was used to fried cauliflower. So that's why I got it. But
yeah, so I definitely got boneless wings just because I didn't want to get messy and everything. But petition for us to call them saucy nugs. That's literally my favorite thing ever. But anyways, so she came that Wednesday night and that night for Bible study, that Sunday night, but came Wednesday night, served in the nursery and everything. And the next Sunday after church, she came and I was like, okay, she's still coming. And we went out and we're talking after church and I was very awkward. I was like, hey, you want to go eat? She was like, yeah, we can go eat. I was like, hey, I can show you around town, show you where everything is, where you go eat, where the stores are, where Walmart is, because you need to know where Walmart is to get food and shampoo and sticky notes.
yeah.
Just random stuff. But, so we went and ate, and I told her I was like, we're gonna go eat Mexican if you like it. So she did get a bean burrito, and I was like, okay, does this girl not eat me? No, but while we were eating, they came and they were like, separate or together? And I was like, together. And she didn't realize that. I think she was in the bathroom when they asked that.
I think I was there when they asked that.
You might have been.
I just think that like, I don't know where I was, honestly.
I think you were in the bathroom.
I think I was in the bathroom. But it was awkward when they like came to give him the check because I was like, I thought they thought we were together or something and we weren't like confirmed dating. So I like reached for my purse and I was like, no, I can pay.
And I was like, no, don't, and I was thinking, don't be silly. So I paid for it and we drove around a little bit and we came back and we were sitting there. And now I couldn't have made this more awkward, okay? Like it was already awkward. We get back to the church and the ladies had a lunch. And two of the men that I've known for a while, that, pretty close to. One of them does the sound and I did the announcement videos and the live video. So during COVID, I was up next to him a bunch, up there in the sound booth and everything. But we get back, and it's Stephanie's car, parking place. They're in the car together, the two of them, waiting on their wives. And they definitely wanted it to be awkward because they'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, why? Because I'm like, oh no. Because I didn't know how it was going, and it wasn't a date yet. But then they back up and move to a different parking place. And before they go, they're just like, so then they leave. I was like, oh, come on. But, so we're talking about different things and everything. And I just kind of asked, I was very nervous. And I was like, so like, are you gonna date when you're up here? I mean, do you have a boyfriend? And she was like, no, I don't know. We're gonna get, I'll date somebody.
I was like, yeah, I'll date somebody.
And so I asked, not knowing that she didn't hear this at the time, I said, well, what about me? And she didn't hear me.
So I was super nervous, and I didn't hear what he said. So all I heard was like, oh, will you date someone up here? And I was like, yeah, I date somebody. And then all of a sudden, I just blurted out of nowhere. I'm like, I kind of like you. I like you. It was so hard.
So to me, I heard, would you date anybody? What about me? I like you. Yeah, I like you.
I kind of like you.
I like you. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's good. I like you. And I didn't know, and she didn't know until after she didn't hear it. And she didn't know what I said, and it was pretty funny. But, that's how we started dating. And being the awkward person I am, I didn't know what to do. And so Stephanie goes,
he was like, so what do we, are we dating now? And I was like, yeah. And then he was like, so what do we do? And I was like, I guess we'd give each other a hug. And we gave each other a hug.
So we gave each other a hug, and then, then we officially were dating.
That night, we went to Bible study. And after Bible study, it was so awkward. We didn't know what to do. And then he was like, well, I guess since we're dating now, we can give each other full hugs.
Yeah, because that first night she had come, she said, oh, I'm going to give you a hug, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's something you do. She only gave me a hug. She was going to give other people a hug, but then my college and career teacher was like, well, she gave only you a hug, but the hug was like this, kind of like that. It was really awkward, and then the first actual hug was really awkward, but that's how we started dating. So we do want to get into soon how I proposed, and she already knew. But that's going to be a story for another day. Subscribe, join us on Instagram, and we'll see y'all later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.